Most TikTok Shop affiliates are still using ChatGPT like it's 2023, asking for basic prompts and just getting generic garbage. So I'm talking about prompts like, write me a TikTok Shop script about this skincare product, and wondering why their content still performs terribly. So they're getting the same recycled hooks, boring storytelling, and scripts that sound like they were written by a robot. A lot of viewers are getting smart and can literally detect copy paste and AI generated content now, meaning that they just scroll past and it doesn't actually feel authentic like a real TikTok Shop video. So long story short, I partnered with a developer to take my custom GPT live to market, and it's about to change literally everything for serious affiliates. I've spent a ton of time working on this, perfecting it, giving over 10 plus hours of direct instruction to make this custom GPT specifically for TikTok Shop. I gave it every single possible detail I could and direct instruction on my entire philosophy and process. So I sometimes call it the $3 million GPT because that's how much GMV I've done for brands since starting TikTok Shop in February of 2024. So the output difference between this custom GPT and regular AI is honestly astounding. So my students now use this every single day instead of just using regular ChatGPT for research and script outlining, and it has made a huge difference. So in this video, I'm pulling back the curtain on this $3 million custom GPT, showing you exactly how I use it to write converting TikTok Shop scripts and giving you a live demonstration of generating this script and multiple scripts in minutes. So if you are new here, my name is Kade Wiley. I help part-time and also full-time TikTok Shop affiliates build consistent 5-figure and multi-5-figure monthly income on TikTok Shop. So if you are already a subscriber, welcome back and let's dive in. Okay, so this is the main screen that you're going to see when you get into the actual custom GPT. Now, the first mistake that you don't want to do is just say, hey, give me a script. And this is just for TikTok Shop in general. The last thing you want to do is just start making videos. And the first thing you want to do is start to learn about it in the first place. So one of the biggest ways that I recommend you just start to learn about a product is to actually take things that are already out there and have this custom GPT analyze. So what I did, just for example, I'm going to use yerba mate. Again, everybody knows about this, so I'm just going to kind of use an example that most people are probably familiar with. So I want to go back here to yerba mate, and the first thing I'm going to want to do, and this is just how you want to use this in general, right? So I'll give a supplement example and a non-supplement example. So let's just take some of the top videos here, just in terms of concepts, right? And let's just see what we can pull out. So let's just take this video right here, and we are going to export the script. And I'll show you how to export a script even if you're not looking on Kade specifically. So we're going to copy this. And the first thing that I want this custom GPT to do is we're going to copy paste this. And we're going to say, analyze this video for the problems and solutions talked about for this yerba mate. And so we just wanted to analyze it and start to learn about yerba mate. So it's going to break that down by principles, right? So it talks about the hook, the problem, the emotional pain points that are brought up. So bloated, inflamed, can't get snatched, skepticism and frustration around solutions that just don't work. And then they went to the bridge and they went to the general solution saying, it's not necessarily about GLP-1 levels. And so this tea mimics what Ozempic does naturally without the side effects, the specific product solution. Appetite control via GLP-1, glowing skin, pre and probiotics, apple fiber and yerba, as well as lion's mane and no crash and jitters. Transformation down several sizes, haven't been this tiny since high school. So it gives you real specific solutions on how they're actually selling this product. So again, we want to give the custom GPT an idea of what's already working because again, for the most part, you don't want to start completely from scratch. So let's take that video. Let's also plug in another video from somebody else. Let's plug this in. We're just going to export the script right here. Again, I'll show you how to do this if a video is not on Kade specifically or you just don't see it. Now let's plug and play this into the custom GPT. So again, it's going to have it analyze. And again, can you do this same process on normal ChatGPT? Yes, but it's not going to be nearly as dialed in because this is specifically analyzed for TikTok Shop, right? So analyze this for why it worked as well, and combine that with the knowledge from the previous videos. So now I'm going to show you the two biggest ways that I like to use this custom GPT, right? So that's going to be one example right there. So now it's learning about that. So let's go back to Kade here. And what I want to do is actually want to leave yerba mate. So what happens, right? A lot of TikTok Shop is kind of plug and play. So now what happens if we take another viral video for a product and we plug and play into yerba mate? So I kind of call this like the plug and play. This is a big thing that I like to use. So now let's just find another product here. Let's go to this digestive enzymes here and looking for a script, right? Because a lot of TikTok shop is just plugging and playing. You see the same stuff, over and over. So let's just go to the last 180 days here and see what is out there. Okay, let's go with this script right here. So we're going to export this script. Again, not that we care about this product, but let's copy the framework of this video. Again, you see a lot of the same frameworks over and over. So we're going to copy this, go back to this custom GPT right here, and we're going to say, let's go back, and now we're going to go back to the bottom here. Analyze this script for the framework of the story and problems only. We don't care about the product. Figure out why this script worked. It's going to do that. So now while it's working on that, we're now going to say, now I want you to plug and play this script, this framework into the script for the yerba mate. Change the product and use the pain points and solutions we talked about for yerba mate. Because again, you want to figure out why these products are working. So we're bringing a new video style that worked previously into yerba mate. So I want you to plug and play this framework, change the product, and use the pain points and solutions we talked about for yerba mate into this new framework that I just gave you. Keep the framework and style very, very similar. Don't change too much about the framework itself. You just want to see what it says here, what it comes up with. So again, right, when you're coming up with these scripts, don't just read it word for word. You want to add in your own filler words. So if your waist looks like this or this, so again, obviously don't say weight, but in general, we're just going to rip through this. So if your waist looks like this or this, it's not just weight. It's actually, you're probably dealing with hormone-driven fat and sluggish metabolism. It's actually got nothing to do with how hard you're working out or even what you're eating. And so the problem is when your body isn't releasing GLP-1 properly, you get these stubborn areas. You're crashing midday. You're craving sugary stuff, and you just get this heavy, sluggish feeling even when you're eating clean. That's also one of the reasons why your skin's dull. Your energy sucks, and no matter what, your body just will not change. And then this is the aha moment. Again, so low GLP is actually what those shots are designed to fix. But the part they don't tell you is that you can actually do this naturally without any sort of side effects. And when you do, everything changes very quickly. So this is one of the easiest ways to actually look better, feel clean inside, and actually glow up for real. And then so close here. So again, so if you're tired of feeling heavy, bloated, foggy, or stuck, drop the link. So now this isn't quite there because again, if you look at the end here, and this is the most important part, don't just take what you're given, apply some thought into it. So we know that this it still didn't actually talk about the yerba, so that's fine. So we're going to go back to the script that we fed it here. Where is it? So again, they started talking about the digestive enzymes. So say, remember, we want to sell the product at the end for the yerba mate. Talk about how life changed and how yerba fixed that, just like digestive enzymes in that script. So now let's just see what it fixes. So again, here's the final polished version of your gut health pooch style. If your waist looks like this or this, the problem is the GLP. So again, all we're doing is we're plugging and playing into that digestive enzyme script with the problems that we fed it from the other yerba mate videos. So again, that's why I started using this stuff right here. It's called Yerba Magic. It's what people are calling nature's Zempic. What do you know? My gut's looking better than ever. I haven't been craving sugary things, and this actually gave me a clean, focused energy, and I dropped fast. So again, skin glows, waist is snatched. So again, if you were worried about this giving you a violation, right? So if you're tired of bloating, cravings, this is the one thing that finally worked. Call to action, urgency. So one way you can do this is again say, hey, fix this so we're not making claims around the word weight. Hint at weight, but don't actually say it, and let's just see what it comes up with from there. So again, revised version with no direct weight loss claims. If your waist looks like this or this, talking about GLP, your bridge, your aha moment, your solution, people are calling it nature's Zempic. It gets things moving again. My cravings are gone. My energy is good, and I finally feel comfortable in my clothes again. That's very powerful. Again, I'm going to get more into that in this video for how the actual GPT can help you come up with solutions in general. So if your body's feeling heavy, inflamed, you're stuck, this is the one thing that actually made a difference, blah, blah, blah. So that's basically a script right there. For the most part, from beginning to end, that took the exact script. And that took me, what, 2-3 minutes, right? Instead of you trying to transcribe it yourself, plug and play with your own words, you use the GPT to do that. So here's another really powerful way you can use this custom GPT to help you formulate scripts, right? So again, problem solving products. Why are people buying the Yerba Magic? Because it's solving a problem. So what everyday problems does Yerba Mate help solve? So this kind of helps you put yourself in the perspective of somebody who is struggling with like weight loss. So again, cravings, emotional eating, bloating, and digestive sluggishness. So let's say we want to make a script around one of these concepts, right? So let's just go with clothes feeling tight. My jeans fit in the morning. So now let's take this. I'm going to copy paste this concept and say, so my biggest recommendation when you're using this is to not have it create a full script. Do it piece by piece. So start with the hook and the story behind the concept. So my jeans fit in the morning and dig into me by lunch. Give me a hook for this concept for my Yerba Mate video. It's going to give you a couple different options. So you want to build out from the actual hook itself. So again, that's good, but just say let it relate to the viewer themselves. Here are scroll stopping hooks. So this, I need to change into my sweats, bloated, puffy, uncomfortable, and you're in clothes you didn't do. Why does your body feel fine at 9 a.m. and swollen by noon? So that's a pretty good one. Let's just say expand this a bit further. Give more options around this. So again, this is going to be, you want to do it piece by piece. That's my biggest recommendation. Can it spit out scripts? Yes, absolutely. But in general, it's much harder to tailor it the exact way that you want. So this is the exact process that I use. So if your body changes shape, morning snatched. So this is a good concept. You didn't overeat. The problem is your gut is just inflamed and it ends up showing up by lunchtime. So you're going over the concept of you didn't overeat, your gut's just inflamed. Let's just go for a full script and see what it comes up with and see how we can improve it. Create a full, and again, you can say what style of script that you want. This kind of understands it. So if you want to do like a skit script, it also understands the concept of scripts. Just give it a bit of information. We'll go over that. But also, hey, create a full talking head script around this concept to eventually sell Yerba Mate. Talk about problems people are facing and how life changed. So hook on-screen text. It's even giving you some more on-screen text to use. So you didn't overeat. Overeating isn't a thing. It's just a major warning sign that your gut is inflamed, and it really shows up by lunchtime. You didn't slip up. It's like clockwork. The funny part is you start the day feeling decent, like your jeans are zipping up. You feel kind of good. By 1 or 2 p.m., you're sitting there like, oh my gosh, your face feels swollen. You're irritable, tired, and the worst part is you end up craving sugar like crazy, and then that comes that spiral that everybody hates, where the point, like, you're thinking like, maybe I just need to eat less. Maybe I need to go harder in the gym. No, the problem is you actually need to just calm your gut, because what's really going on is your body is desperately inflamed. Your hormones are out of sync. Your digestion is screaming for help. And so that's what happened to me. And I kept seeing all these videos of people talking about this yerba stuff. And they're calling it nature's Zempic. And I hate to say it, but I get it now, right? So like my body by the afternoon, I'm not bloating. My brain feels good. And all of a sudden, I'm not having these cravings that I can't control. I finally feel like I'm at a point where I'm comfortable in my body again. I'm not dragging through the second half of the day. So if you feel like your body's been fighting you by lunchtime, I can guarantee you this is probably why. So I put the link on this video. Just make sure you get the real one. I linked it down below if it's still in stock. And believe me, I had to wait like 3 months to get it back in stock. So all that I said there is this script right here. Now, did I add a couple of words? Is that something you get better at over time? Absolutely yes. But this just goes to show, again, you can get most of your scripts just by using it. I want to show you really another impactful way that you can use this actual custom GPT. One thing that I love showing my mentorship students is exactly how to leverage tools like this custom GPT just to help you make more money on TikTok Shop. And we've been using this for months now. And so you can find a link in the description to check out the program where we go deep into advanced strategies like this on our weekly coaching calls and individually with each student one-on-one. It is for serious affiliates who want to actually stop doing everything manually and start using actual sophisticated systems that the top 1% use, like myself and many of my other students, to crush 10K months like clockwork every single month. So people join not only to get access to tools like this custom GPT, everybody in there will get this for free, but they can actually learn all the nuanced details I can't give away in this video on how to actually implement everything properly to create content that converts at a very high level. Everything that this custom GPT is trained on is the rules that I follow for TikTok Shop, which is why it's so powerful. So the link is in the description if you are interested and you want to speak literally with me directly. But anyways, back to this custom GPT and how to actually use it to make more money. So the next way that you can use this custom GPT, and I use this a lot, is you can actually figure out, okay, what is wrong with my TikTok shop scripts? And it'll help you break down some key elements that you might have missed. So for example, if you get a lot of views but not many sales, just tell the custom GPT that, plug in your own video, and it'll give you reasons where you messed up based on missing certain elements. Maybe you didn't talk enough about the urgency. Maybe you didn't talk enough about what actually changed in your life when you started using this product. So the way that you can do that is I just have this random video up, and I don't even think this is a TikTok shop video specifically, but we're just going to copy this link here. And the next thing you can do, transcript. So the next thing you do is just go to TikTok transcript generator. You're going to take that link and you're going to plug that in here. You hit start, and it will pull the video transcript. Just hide the transcripts, copy this. So let's just say this is my own specific video. And now I want to say here, we're going to go back to this version, copy paste the script and say, figure out what is wrong with this TikTok shop script. Again, I know this is not a TikTok shop video. That's perfectly fine. So the script feels honest and casual, but here's what's missing: a weak hook. The most important thing you can do for your mental and physical health. Again, a bit too broad and vague. Again, don't take every single thing that it says as gospel, but at the end of the day, it can get you on the right track and figure out, okay, what exactly is going wrong with a lot of my videos. So a weak hook, it doesn't actually build the problem. So it mentions sleep improvement, but doesn't drag out the pain of poor sleep. And it doesn't have any sensory, emotional storytelling, like I was waking up tired every single day. I'd lie in bed for hours, my brain racing. And in general, on TikTok Shop, if you're giving real examples of what life looks like, that's going to help it be more impactful and actually just sell more, because people are thinking of their own life and their own situation of when this is exactly happening. Discovery moment is flat. I heard a higher up talking about this stuff, for that aha moment. So I saw this video that says it's not actually how you can't sleep, it's that your body is magnesium starved. Product introduction feels branded, feels corporate, and add okay, so it gives you a weak call to action, what this needs. So now let's just say fix it and just see what comes up with this script. So again, you can also use this if you see other videos from other people and you want to just change a few things. This can do that in a matter of seconds without you having to apply all of this yourself. So you ever sleep for 8 hours and you still wake up feeling like a zombie? You fall asleep just fine, but you end up waking groggy, anxious, and completely drained by 2 p.m. And so most people think that it's stress or screens or just getting older. And I saw this video of this guy that said, you're not tired, you're just low on magnesium. And so it turns out 75% of people don't get enough. And so the problem is when your levels are off, your body literally can't relax at night. No deep sleep, forget recovery. You're literally just tossing and turning and waking up already exhausted. So I saw someone talking about this magnesium blend, right? So the first night that I took it, I quite literally slept through the entire night without waking up once. And the funniest part is my sleep score has been basically perfect. And during the day, I feel better. I'm calm. I'm just not slumping midday. So this script's actually really good. So again, it's got it 75-80% of the way there. I'm taking these concepts. Again, do I recommend reading these exact words for anything? No, of course not. But these are the exact concept I literally just read out to you right now. I added a couple of filler words. That's the only difference. But it got me most of the script just by feeding another TikTok video. It wasn't even a TikTok shop script. And it told me what was wrong and most importantly, how to fix it. And so that's why this custom GPT is so powerful. Can you do these concepts on normal ChatGPT? Absolutely, yes. Of course you can do that. But the problem is it's not going to know. It doesn't have the correct rules of what is a good TikTok shop video versus what is not a good TikTok shop video. So if you get a couple videos that are high views, low sales, I really encourage you to plug this in, and it'll help you kind of reformulate that to redo it again, because you did something right if you got high views and low sales. Now, another way that you can use this. So again, let's just say you're selling a magnesium. So actually, let's just go back to the yerba mate, right? So another thing we can ask is why are people buying this in the first place? What are common themes? And again, you can also do this by getting actual scripts that you're downloading from Kade, from TikTok, right? And another way that you can do that is just what are common themes that you see from reviews from people talking about yerba mate and what it helps solve. It's going to, because you just want to give the custom GPT as much information as you can possibly get so it can start to accumulate all this to help you with your script building. So energy and focus, mental clarity, curbed appetite and daytime cravings, shocking, no cravings, decreased appetite, got nauseous at the thought of food. So again, depending on how much experience you have, you can just slightly tailor this. So for example, if you're someone a bit more experienced, the way that I use it is, what does life look like when you're taking yerba mate and you don't have cravings anymore? Again, this isn't something that you really think about off the top of your head. So again, what does life look like when you're taking yerba mate and you don't have cravings anymore? You're not thinking about food every hour. And in fact, you're walking into the kitchen and it literally doesn't even feel like you want a snack, and you're no longer obsessing over about what you can or can't eat. So in general, when you're making TikTok shop scripts, this is the kind of stuff that you want, not necessarily the science stuff, right? So no more emotional snacking, things like that. And now you can also, as one more use case here, because this could literally be an hour-long video. So again, if you guys do want to see the full like demo on how I use this, you can click the link in the description. I'm going to be breaking down all of that stuff, but I just wanted to give like a little introduction to give an idea of like how powerful this can be. Like this is something I use every single day when I'm putting out all of my scripts, and I seriously, it made things substantially easier to put out more scripts in general. So again, I just want to show you guys, I also understand skits as well. So for example, let's just say, knowing what you know, and I fed you about yerba mate, give me skit ideas between two people. One is behind the camera and one is in front of the camera. So again, start with ideas first before you fully flesh it out. So here are high converting skit ideas. Again, it already understands what skit is. So friend walks into the room adjusting jeans. Jeans don't fit, so sugar cravings exposed. One friend's rummaging through the pantry like a gremlin. Are you eating chocolate again? Stop, I have a real problem. Okay, so let's take this. Kind of just you're catching someone mid eating chocolate. Now, so do a two-person skit with this concept for yerba mate. Drag it out and make it seem authentic and organic. So here's a full two-person skit. Are you seriously looking for chocolate again? Don't judge me. My cravings are wild. It's wild every day. I'm not proud. I kind of feel like a raccoon, but it's not even about hunger. It's like this urge hits me out of nowhere, and then cut to a different day. So again, I would probably change this. Let's say, don't cut to a different day, all on one day. So here, revised yerba skit. Again, this is really designed to also just help you get thinking and see and come up with concepts that you would have never came up with yourself. So you're looking for chocolate again. You try and like this every single day because your body's screaming for help. Didn't I tell you about the tea? Oh my God, here. No, seriously, yerba mate. I've been drinking for like a week. My cravings are gone. I forgot to snack. I'm blah, blah, blah. If this actually works, I'll Venmo you, but linked it down below. So again, would I copy every single word that this says? No, but it's going to get you pretty close in terms of how you actually do this, and it allows you to get there very quickly and much more efficiently. So that's another way that I use this. Again, I really strongly recommend the plug and play to help you get different scripts and plug and play them and use the custom GPT based on knowledge of a previous product. Now, let's do one more example here. Let me do a non-supplement product just to show you. Again, it's not just one specific category that it works for. So cut here, okay. So now let's go to this solar fan. Again, everybody's been making a ton of videos about this here. So let's go back, and I just want to feed it some information. Again, start with giving it information so I can understand why people are buying this in the first place. So export script here. Let's go back to this. Copy. So now I'm feeding you viral scripts for this solar hat. Analyze it for why people care about it and want to buy it. So now we're going to feed it here. Might not be the best example. You usually want to watch the actual video. But let's keep going here. Go find the second video just to give it some more things to feed it here. Let's see what this is. So Father's Day gift of the year. So again, obviously we can't do the Father's Day angle just because, well, it's past Father's Day at the time of recording this, but we just want to start to understand why people care about this. Another viral script for the solar hat. And so again, it's analyzing all of this, why people care about it. So through skepticism, he thought the hat was dumb. It looks silly. They flip it into all of this. So again, why the scripts work so well. Going to be the Father's Day gift of the year. Now give me talking head ideas about this without using the Father's Day angle. Scroll stopping talk. I thought it was dumb. I swear I laughed when I saw this hat, and I won't leave the house without it. If you work outside, this is a cheat code. Okay. Let's take that one. It's hot outside. People are working outside. Helps prevent that. So create me using a script for this solar hat with this angle. So again, I recommend piecing it together, but we're gonna cut some time here and just see what it comes up with. So if you work outside or you just walk outside for more than 10 minutes, I've been wearing this thing every single day. In fact, I was even mowing the lawn. My shirt was literally sticking to my back. My neck was burning, but I popped this thing on. I felt like a whole new person. And this thing, the air actually hits, like it's hand-free, the fans move, you can actually tilt them to your face, your neck. And the funniest part is it's solar powered and rechargeable, so it basically just works all day. But again, you notice how it's bringing up points that people care about. It's putting you in the situation of when this is going to help, and that's what a lot of people are missing on their TikTok shop videos. So it doesn't matter what niche, as long as you plug in the right things, it's got the right rules. Literally, I fed this with 10 plus hours of information about the way that I specifically do TikTok shop, and the way that I do, and the way that everybody in the mentorship, the way that everybody that I work with does TikTok shop as well. And seriously, like, this is going to help you have so much more output and just be more consistent. And I'd be shut. And if you use this consistently and get really good at it, it's going to make your videos 10 times better and make substantially more money on TikTok shop. So that's my complete AI system for creating TikTok shop content that actually converts and makes you money. And it's pretty wild what's possible when you go beyond just basic prompting and having something that's actually a useful tool. So now, tools like this custom GPT are powerful, but they are only as good as the affiliate using it behind the platform. So you could have the best AI in the world, but without understanding what makes content convert, you're still going to struggle. So if you want the full access to this GPT plus actual direct guidance and strategy for using it to scale your TikTok shop income, you can click the first link in my bio to apply to join the mentorship program. So we'll get you set up with advanced tools like this, teach you exactly how to use them to create content that generates consistent 5-figure, and for some people even multi-5-figure months. Now, this is not for beginners who just want, quick tips, quick hacks. This is for the serious affiliates ready to operate at the highest level. Whether you're a beginner who wants to take it seriously, or you're someone who's advanced who's trying to become, well, more advanced. So click that link now. You can get access to the same systems that I use to stay ahead of 99.9% of other affiliates, and subscribe for more advanced strategies, and I will see you guys in the next video.